Well, hello, Facebook. Hello. We are here to engage and enlighten and bring some light, love, and positive vibes to all of you uh, in social media land. Today, it's me. Hello. It's your girl, Stephanie Williams, on behalf of Mothers of Hope. I'm here today because I get the opportunity to bring to you some of our partners from AHA Consulting. You're going to learn a little bit from Yolanda Neals, one of the proprietors of AHA, and some of the amazing, super dope, and amazing practitioners that's been bringing so much light and love and energy and positivity and empowerment to some of our friends and families of Mothers of Hope through this pandemic. Throughout the pandemic, through our work lives, our personal lives, we've really been working hard at taking care of ourselves. So without further ado, as you all begin to connect with us on social media, welcome, 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 welcome. I want to bring in some of our friends. So joining me right now is Yolanda Neals of AHA Consulting. Yolanda, work has been super important to you. This is your life work. Just give us a little bit about what you're doing and why Kalamazoo.
So hello, everyone. AHA was created. AHA stands for Aggregated Holistic Healing Alliance. It was created because I saw, once the pandemic hit, I saw the hysteria. We all saw the hysteria, especially in our community, where it's like somebody pulled the rug from underneath us and everything that could go wrong or break loose did. And so what I did is I went and convened with holistic practitioners, really from an integrative perspective. So we have mainstream, regular Western medicine oriented practitioners, as well as alternative medicine practitioners who came together in a very integrative way to see about our community. And we've been going from community to community across the country, working with organizations, nonprofit organizations thus far, like Mothers of Hope, and helping to stabilize the people that they serve. And so right now, over the last 4 months, we are wrapping up a pilot program called the Urban Life Coaching Program that we've been running through Mothers of Hope there in Kalamazoo. And it's been amazing. And even though it's a Kalamazoo-based program, we have practitioners from all over the country that have convened to work together as comprehensive care teams. They're licensed therapists, counselors, certified life coaches, and specialty practitioners of all different modalities that have come in to support and aid our people by bringing them together and supporting them through grief, death, job loss, economic challenges, stress, anxiety, depression, illness, COVID, all of that. And so we are so excited that we've been blessed to be able to do this work. We're going to continue doing this work from city to city across this country and eventually this globe. But we wanted to come on especially tonight because we're offering free clinics, free virtual classes that all of you can join. All you have to do is go to the Mothers of Hope page and register, click on the links and participate. And we have several across the rest of this month to help us transition from the holiday angst and all the energy that, the good, the bad, and the indifferent. So with no further ado, I'll let some of the practitioners that have been serving the community or that'll be offering the clinics speak to you. And thank you, Stephanie, so much for this opportunity.
So Yolanda, I really want to bring Tien on. Do you mind giving her a proper introduction before?
Oh my God, yes. Okay, Kalamazoo. So Tien is not only an outstanding psychotherapist in the field, she is my best friend from Kalamazoo Central High School, class of 1988, the best and the great, who has been serving this community like a rock star through this pandemic. So with no further ado, Tien, Sydnor-Campbell, please tell the people all about you.
Well, hello and welcome, and thank you for joining us. So what I do is I'm a trained psychotherapist with a bodywork background, and combine the two to do body-centered psychotherapy. And if some of you may or may not know, maybe my father, who worked at Bronson Hospital in psychotherapy, and my mother, who was the Black Arts and Cultural Center founder and director for several years, who was also a therapist herself, but she didn't practice like with individuals. And if she did, it was to help artists get their stuff done. What I've been doing with the program is working with individuals. It looks like psychotherapy, but the body is always a part of the conversation. And what that means for me is a headache is never just a headache, and stomach aches are not just stomach aches. Those are your body's way of telling you something is wrong, something emotional is happening. And the more quickly you can get to the bottom of the physical issues, the more quickly we can bring it up and deal with it, typically in talk fashion. But a lot of times we'll recommend things like yoga, meditation, and then working with the other coaches has also been really beneficial, I think, for the clients that we've been seeing. And it's just been a wonderful experience working with my small teams. And I don't know what else I should say.
So, Yolanda, I mentioned earlier to everybody how this project is so special to Mothers of Hope and also to the community of Kalamazoo, because you all are local Kalamazooans. You're
Yes.
born and raised Kalamazoo Central graduates and beyond.
Yes.
And so that's why it's really important that I wanted the community to understand that these are folks who are invested in our community, your families, the history, the heritage, and you have taken what you've been given, the gifts that you have, and been able to share that with the overall community. So, Tien, I want to have you stay here for just a few minutes, but Yolanda, I was hoping that you can also introduce our next guest as well.
So, yes, so some of the teen practitioners are also joining us tonight. Life coach Jackie Smith. Amazing spiritual life coach. She comes out of the institute that Iyanla Vanzant has for Inner Visions, and she has been blessing the community in Kalamazoo throughout this program. We also have Kazembe Abina, who is an amazing practitioner. He's been showing up as a specialty practitioner throughout this process, and he's also facilitating one of the most popular clinics that we have, and I'll let him talk about that. Who else do we have joining us? I think that's it. Is that it? So you guys go ahead.
Of course, we have Tiffany that's with us as well, but we're going to bring her back in a little bit. But Tiffany, say hi to the people. You know they love you.
Yes, Tiffany Fuller been holding us down. So and engage Kazembe and Jackie.
All right.
Absolutely. So, Miss Jackie, come on and give us some light and some love and all that positive energy and vibes you have.
Light and love to the city of Kalamazoo, which I've always said, where is Kalamazoo? But anyway, I'm delighted to be here. Can you see me? It's been a pleasure working with this team. And as a spiritual life coach, my job is simply to support you in what you say you want in your life. And we do that, or I do that, by holding you to the higher laws of the universe, like law of mind action and the law of cause and effect, and supporting you in living a principle-centered life with commitment and integrity, those things that will support you long beyond this program when you can live from that place. So I want to encourage you to attend the clinics, because the clinics this month and for the last few months have been there to support you by giving you the experience of what we talked about during the month. So by all means, however you can get there, please attend the clinics so that you can continue to have an anchor in this work long after we are nowhere around to support you. But again, good to be here. Happy to support each and every one of you. And I'm going to turn this over to Kazembe.
All right. Thank you, Coach Jackie. Hello, everybody. Kalamazoo. It's been a pleasure working with you all. I often tell Yolanda and some of the other coaches as well that this has really been such a blessing being a part of this. So again, what I do, I am a synergetic coach. So what that means is that I take part of what I do is about coaching, and the other part also is about energy work. I've been a trained energy work practitioner, formally trained for about going on 11 years now. So we do a combination of talking in terms of goal setting, but also in terms of kind of realizing and recognizing where you are in your mindset and understanding that if 10 is the highest in terms of mindset and consciousness, joy, bliss, etc. And let's say that a low one is depression, which I know about depression. I've been depressed before, which is what happened before I got into this work, which prompted me to get into this work. Let's say that's at a 1 or a 2. We want to make sure that you kind of raise your vibration in terms of the choices that you're making so that you're more aligned to higher vibrations of existence. Happiness, joy, being proud, being confident, things like that, wanting to have action and take action, being courageous, etc. So, when you're with us maybe once or twice a week. We want to encourage you that you have all that other time. So please be sure to, in your other free time, to actually make sure that you're focusing on health in other ways to keep your vibration high. Even myself as a practitioner, I have to do things to always, cleanse myself energetically, make sure that my mind is thinking the right thoughts and positive thoughts, make sure that I'm taking action in a way that can actually benefit my life. So we're not just asking you all to do something that we don't do ourselves. We are so passionate about this because we know we have to do it ourselves and because we've seen such great results. So again, it has been a pleasure to serve you all. I cannot encourage you all enough to continue this and that it becomes about forming different habits and a way of life. So God bless all of you. And I'm really happy to be a part of this. And I hope that you all have reaped some benefits from this as well, because I know that we have.
So, Kazembe, thank you for bringing all of that energy and information to our local community. We've struggled a lot, even before the pandemic. Folks have been going through a lot. We are enduring, but it's our resilience that helps us to continue to propel through.
Indeed.
Can the three of you just take a minute and give us some advice? How do we boost our resilience? How can we put forth and use some various tools to not just to survive, but to live and to be well? And what are just some little things that they can do until they can get connected to the next workshop, basically? Tien, you want to go ahead and kick us off?
I do. I want to say, first and foremost, give yourself some grace. This is the most important thing you can do. Giving yourself some grace allows you to take a deep breath, know that you are making the best decisions possible, and to think about anything that you are striving to do and take it in chunks or small bites, but give yourself some grace. Don't be so hard on yourself. Don't think that you're running the marathon for anyone but yourself. You don't have to go fast. You don't have to go at your own pace. Give yourself some grace.
Indeed.
That's what I want to say.
Well said. Well said. If I can support that in giving yourself grace, reward yourself with things that bring you joy. Don't forget about that. I think that we are kind of in the midst of a grind culture. Everyone's talking about grinding. Well, you grind so hard, you grind yourself into dust. So we're not talking about that. We're talking about having a balanced life. Find those things, even if it's a song that brings you joy. Put it on every morning or a couple times a day, just to lift your spirits again. If you like sitting and reading a particular type of book, if you like to draw, do that. Even if it's 5 or 10 minutes a day, that's all you need. Something simple that brings you joy.
And to add to that, something simple that brings you joy, getting in touch with who you are, who you came here to be, and live from that place. Many times we are people pleasing, but when you live from a place of joy and synergy, the thing that lights you up, the thing that you were sent here to do, your life will flow much easily. So getting in touch with who you are mentally, emotionally, spiritually, physically, and aligning that in your life at all costs will take you a long ways.
Absolutely.
You all are beyond super dope and amazing. I have to bring here in this space with us one of my very, very closest and greatest super friends, Tiffany Fuller. Tiffany has done a lot of work with Mothers of Hope in partnership with AHA Consulting. She's also been a part of this program. And so, Tiffany, I was wondering if you could just, from your own personal experience, share, if you want to, your experience, but what are you also hearing other people saying about the benefits of this program?
Yeah, so I am a client. I'm part of the program, and I've experienced, with us, with African Americans, we tend to shy away from therapy. We say we don't need this. We don't need therapy. I went through grief. 2021 was very challenging, and I was able to be in the program, which was a blessing. So I was able to meet with my therapist, which is Tien, my life coach, which is Miss Jackie here. And I also had a trauma yoga coach. And so the yoga was just a little bit different. It dove a little bit deeper into my healing process. And also, we all came together to discuss my healing progress and what happened the previous month. And I was able to inherit so much that I placed in my toolkit. So I bless my head every day. I really focus on vibration. I even have crystals. I research crystals now to guard myself and guard my spirit. I ground myself with nature. So I've learned so much from these folks. I meditate a lot. I do breath work a lot. So all of these tools are in my toolkit. And the best thing about this community is that I can spread the word and I can help people that are going through grief or trauma and help them through their journey as well. So through the program, we really learned about self-value, self-worth, self-care. So just inheriting all these tools, and as well as speaking with someone that speaks my language. I don't believe in death, dead, die. I believe in the afterlife. I believe in our ancestors. I believe in spirituality. So just speaking with people that look like me and that can have a conversation and I don't feel so weird because of what I believe was actually amazing. I was also the liaison from AHA and Mother of Hope, and I dealt a lot with the clients that's in the program, and we are all in a really good space as far as mentally, emotionally, physically. We're in a really good space, and it's great to have a community of folks, again, that speak the same language as you. And it doesn't seem so foreign and you don't feel so isolated in what you believe. So the program was amazing. It's coming to an end for us. However, we do have clinics, and I would encourage everyone, if you can, a great start to your healing journey would be our Radical Forgiveness Clinic. It's coming up this Thursday at 7:00. So you can go on the Mother of Hope Facebook page, and there's an event created where you can just click on the link and just try to experience something different, especially if you're dealing with issues, or I've talked with people that's dealing with grief from 20 years ago. Maybe I had an expedited healing through these folks, but I'm in a great place, and I thank them all.
Oh, am I supposed to wrap it up? Okay.
So Tien, I thought it was so amazing. Tiffany not only talking about the work that she's doing with the program, but her experiences, particularly with you and with Coach Jackie. Can you all talk a little bit about the benefits of having that dual kind of team, and what can other people look forward to if they decide to be a part of this work going forward?
Okay, so this as a package deal, having a psychotherapist or a mental health coach, and then having a life coach in addition to a specialty coach is a brand new, never before seen, heard of type of program. So this is one of a kind, and it has been the most wonderful experience. One, because we are all culturally competent, and two, because we care about our people. And a lot of times, like Tiffany was saying, you don't necessarily say, oh yes, I'm going to go see a therapist, because, you know, they might not be culturally competent. They might not look like you. They might not know what you're talking about when you start talking about your own thoughts about spirituality, because they don't have a context for it. So working with a team not only was good for me, because it helped me as a therapist to work with the client, but it also gave the client somebody else to talk to that was on the same train, right? So culturally competent care means that there's more than one approach to how we can deal with things. And everyone didn't have the same specialty coach. So if they worked on a team with me, they worked with me and Coach Jackie, but the specialty coaches were different, and they were assigned based on the individual's needs. So whether it was the yoga therapy, or if it was radical forgiveness, working with a spiritual life coach, everyone had their own little special thing that they did in order to help the client to fulfill their own personal goals for the length of this program. And I think that it's just been a phenomenal experience, and I very much hope that we will be able to continue to do this, offer this program for Kalamazoo, because even though I don't want to live in Kalamazoo and all that snow, I do love my people, and I do want to help as much as I can. Did we lose Stephanie?
Jackie, what are your thoughts on how this team approach the benefits of it, and how it can be beneficial for others?
Okay. So I thought it was a beautiful idea. It's an awesome idea. I've not been on a team before where each week the client had what they needed, a therapist or a coach, and then a specialty practitioner based on what they needed. So the team approach, myself as a spiritual life coach, would hold you accountable to what you say you wanted in your life, and accountable to what you came to this team for. So the approach, I think, is a beautiful thing. And I would love to see everyone succeed. I love to see us move forward with this program all over the United States, because I think it gives those people who would not have gone to a therapist or a coach or yoga or meditation, any of that, we do it in such a way, or it's introduced in such a way that it's user friendly. So that way it doesn't scare people away. And each person supports the client with a tool or tools, and the client just gets to gather them all up and use them in their lives.
Absolutely. You know, I was just sitting here watching and listening to Tiffany, and being as close as I am to her, knowing a lot about her. And I was just all choked up for the fact that I don't know if she would have been speaking a year, 2 years, or 10 years ago on a platform like this in front of everybody. Even though she has had challenges, even more so than some of us, just knowing her level of kind of how she operates, being in this platform, lets me know, like, everybody should take advantage of the tools, the resources, the techniques, and everything, because it can change your life in a lot of different ways. whether if it's a tragedy, whether if it's overcoming, whether if it's beginning to come out of your shell to experience different things and do different things, and even walking, more boldly in your calling. This is something for everyone. I understand that this was adults and young people, right? We have to use our words, ladies.
Yes, it was both. We had in the program, there were as young as 8 years old to as old as, I would say, 68, 70 years old. So there were an array of clients, and we had really adolescent teenagers, 20-year-olds. So it was for everyone. And then just to add to your question, I think the program was wonderful. It was 20 weeks. So we were there to meet with someone in our group or the entire group once a week. So it's very consistent. And then I had my therapist who I really talked about my issues with. And then I had my life coach that held me accountable and helped me move forward. So I think that the group, and then just to release and meditate with my yoga coach was amazing. So when you bring it all together, it's an amazing program. And I would recommend it to anyone that's going through something, especially if you're holding on to something 20 years ago. That just breaks my heart there.
So can you talk just a little bit before we wrap up? Because we got to go in just a couple of minutes. How are there still workshops available? Are they free? Is everything online? How can folks get connected? Tiffany, do they just contact you or Mothers of Hope? What do we need to do to engage more folks?
So you can inbox me and I can share the clinics. They're on the Mother of Hope Facebook page. They're all included there. This week we have our dance clinic, which is tomorrow at noon. And Thursday we have Radical Forgiveness, which is amazing. It's a meditation. And you can release a lot of baggage during that meditation class. And then we have our Head Blessing clinic this Saturday at 9:00. So if you have any questions, please feel free to contact me or just go to the Mother of Hope page in the events links, and you'll see the different clinics and a pretty good description of it. But I would honestly recommend you start with Radical Forgiveness if you have that baggage that's holding you back from being the person who God made you to be.
Like that. We haven't even really had any car break-ins or anything that I know of like that.
Well, Yolanda, we are wrapping up. Is there any final words or thoughts that you would like to share with us?
We didn't want to wait until that happened.
Bottom line, hopefully you were touched by what you heard, and you are interested in joining in on the opportunities for you to align with your own self-care as well. We have clinics that'll be happening during the day. Like tomorrow, for instance, we have a dance therapy clinic that's led by a medical doctor, which is a very fun way to move energy, trauma, stress through the body. And it's in the middle of the day. It's at 1:00, but so many of us are working from home now or not working and have the ability to tune in. And if you do, I encourage you to tune in. Chair yoga is on Friday at, I believe it's this Friday, but it's on a Friday. No, it's next Friday, but it's also in the middle of the day. So we have clinics that are in the middle of the day. We have clinics that are first thing on Saturday morning. We have clinics that are at 7 p.m. or so in the evening. So find the clinics that'll work for you and engage them so that you can shift and be well. Be well. And because that's what Mothers of Hope and AHA Consulting really want for our community, is for you guys to take advantage of the opportunities to be well.
So Yolanda, as we wrap up right now, I'm asking you to what we would do, number one, is we will share the links in these live streams of the different workshops that are coming up. People are interested, they can almost hit us up on Facebook Messenger. They can email us, hit up the Mothers of Hope website. We will continue to share and put that information out for people to participate in the free clinics. I'm actually looking forward to the dance clinic that's coming up. As we are signing out in the next 2 minutes. Would you just take a minute and share just some hope, an affirmation or some positivity for folks to give us a little bit of love to help us make it through the rest of this week and beyond?
Yeah, it's the hope that I have to offer is that, you know, this too shall pass. If you're going through anything in your life, big or small, tomorrow is a brand new day. And so take advantage of these opportunities to move things through. Move them through your mind, move them through your body, cleanse your spirit, because this too shall pass. Like we are, the other word I want to share is abundance. This is the time, this is the season, this is the year for divine abundance. So as you're moving through the things that have had you stuck or, you know, challenged, move into this spirit of abundance. And if you all have not heard that Yolanda Van Zant is now doing a 40-day abundance process. It started yesterday. You can do it for free or you can pay to do some of the extra stuff. Go register ASAP to join in on that process, because it's about raising the vibration, integrating your consciousness to be able to receive abundantly on a higher level. Whatever you've been going through, this too shall pass. I'm gonna pass the mic to Tien.
Oh, what Yolanda said. I think when you think about your path, that you think of what your gifts are, and if you can't find them, it's time to do some meditation and step into it, because right now it's time. It's time. It's healing time.
I have an affirmation, Stephanie. That I could share with the community.
Jackie,
And that affirmation is, I am a gift and I have everything I need. I am a gift and I remember who I am. That's your affirmation to take with you for the rest of the month or the week or however long you want to. I am a gift. That's it.
Tiffany, you want to share?
What would you like me to share?
Maybe some hope, some love, just, you know, something to help folks get through the rest of this week and beyond. You know, what can they do? What do they need to know?
I would recommend everyone, honestly, when you get up in the morning, don't get up in the morning rushing, get up in the morning earlier, wake up, drink a bottle of water, sit there and breathe. If you don't know how to meditate, just breathe and see how you're going to show up for that day. So claim that before you get out of your bed. Take your long shower, have your time with yourself in order to be able to walk through that day happy. So I see a lot of people that's unhappy. They're grieving, their trauma is hunting them, and you have to release all of that. So you are in control of your own happiness. No one else is in control of that. Your spouse, your friends, your mom, your dad, your children, you are in control of your own happiness. No one else is responsible for that. So my recommendation for you would be learn how to meditate, learn how to become one with your mind, heart, spirit, body, your soul. And once you become one with yourself, you will be unstoppable. And you will honestly walk the walk that God created you to walk.
So we absolutely want to thank everyone for joining us on today. We want to thank everybody for participating in our program, especially This program has been very well served. It's ongoing. Yolanda mentioned part of the next step in the transition is we're inviting everyone to connect with Iyanla's work that she's doing online. We will post that link in the chat here soon. And please, if you're interested in doing this work, many of you know Tiffany Fuller personally, reach out to her. Reach out to Mothers of Hope. You can find us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We have a website that you can contact us as well. You see it scrolling across the screen. You all know that our office is located in the heart of the community at 603 Ada Street, right here on the north side of Kalamazoo. Email us, call us, text us, really get connected, because we want to share this work, this love, this hope, this empowerment with all of our brothers, our sisters, and our children in the Kalamazoo community. This work is great. For those of you that are watching and you may be part of the philanthropic community, this work is not free to the participants. I mean, it is free to the participants, but we incur the cost. So if you're looking for somewhere to donate, you want to support a nonprofit organization that's doing extraordinary work, that is healing the community, empowering. Mothers of Hope is it. Please consider the organization. If you want to volunteer, you want to be involved, reach out to us. If you are looking for some help, some support, please let us know. But most importantly, follow us on Facebook, Mothers of Hope on Facebook, so that you can see all of our events with the upcoming clinics that are coming up. They're free. Everyone is invited. Right now, everything is online. And it's made especially for you. Young, older, seasoned, however you identify. If you want to be in a better, stronger, more powerful, peaceful, healed place in your life, Mothers of Hope in partnership with AHA Consulting is where you want to be to get those tools, techniques, and resources to be able to do that. Again, I want to say thank you to Yolanda. Go ahead.
I know it's probably been said, but just because I am so excited and grateful for these clinics. Tomorrow, dance therapy at 1:00. The next day, radical forgiveness. Come and get that who did you wrong or who you might have did wrong to off your heart. Release yourself from that. Forgiveness is one of the biggest, most rewarding divine tools that we have, that God has given us. Saturday morning, the Ori Clinic. Come and learn how to bless your head that Tiffany was talking about. Come and learn how to divinely align yourself and connect yourself to the spirit of you. And beyond. Kazembe, who's now gone, he teaches the cord cutting clinic next week, which is how we break generational curses. Like, come on, community, this is for y'all, so that we can let go and release the things that's blocking us from receiving the abundance that's our birthright. I'm getting mine. I'm hoping that you all coming through to get y'all's too. And that's all I have.
So again, thank you for being involved, engaged. We're not going to hold you all night, but just know there's some amazing things coming up. We're going to post some stuff in the chat. Tiffany and we're going to share and reshare. We're going to invite all of our friends. If you want to grow your relationship, your friendship, your loveship, this is a great way to start. Get the tools, resources, and techniques. Thank you, Yolanda.
2022 is for you. All of y'all.
2022 is for you. For all of us.
For all of us. Come through 2022 and get it.
Absolutely. And then, Yolanda, what we will also do is we will put up in the links to all of the workshops and how they can contact your organization as well. And before we take off,
CreatingAhaMoments.com.
What is it?
CreatingAhaMoments.com. AHA, AHHA. CreatingAhaMoments.com.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. You talk faster than I type. I'm sorry. So yeah, absolutely. We're going to make sure that we get this information out to all of our individuals. Tien, You look absolutely amazing. It's so great to see you. Tiffany, you are so super dope and phenomenal. We appreciate you. Yolanda,
love
you
us
are
some
just
Tiffany, full of baby.
the highest vibration ever, sis. I mean, your light is shining so amazing.
Yes.
Only melanated sisters can do this and have this type of impact. So thank you for all your hard work. We will make sure that we keep everybody connected. If you want to know more, again, follow Mothers of Hope. We're on Facebook, on Instagram. We're also on Twitter. Thank you for all of the purple hearts. We love you. Thank you. I saw George White comment earlier on the live stream. Thank you. And we definitely want to make sure that we are here for our community.
My friend George White. Oh, yes. I love George White. Yes.
Oh, absolutely. So thank you all. We will stay in touch. And Yolanda, Tien, and Tiffany, I'm hoping that we can come back soon to talk a little bit more about next steps. Maybe we can engage folks. We didn't mention that we're also doing a book reading right now. So there's a lot of great things that are happening that people can engage and be a part of and get some supports with. And we're absolutely here for all of it.
That's right. All right.
Okay. Bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you all. Happy New Year and have a wonderful, wonderful evening.
2022 is for you.
Woo!
And you.
Absolutely.